Okay, so what I do is, in the previous years, I fished 30 years with lead heads. That's why the name of the fly is called lead head, with a lead shot that I attach to the hook like a kind of a jig. Now I use off beads, which have quite a lot of benefits. It's go much faster. It's more, they don't twist like the lead shot often twist after you use it for a while, and it's less poison than lead. Anyway, this is actually my smallest salmon hooks for bergs and for bombers, and I figure out that it's an excellent size for big lead heads. And yeah, the lead head that we're gonna do now is a fantastic fly. It beats the Klinken 3 times in numbers of fish and species of fish. Then we have the off beats. That's maybe a close up, because the head of the bead is completely different. I use 4mm, so I get quickly on the right depth. And then it's flexi body I use in this colors, but I mainly use the green one. But sometimes I use pink or orange or yellow, and I use it because it don't change color. Very, very color resistant. And then we have soft hackles. I like to use soft hackle of hand feathers from Coq de Leon. They're really nice for lead head, and all kind of soft hackles. You see, then I make my own dubbings. I mixed, this is very old, it's 90 years old seal's fur that I mixed with all kind of, with hair, with synthetics and all kind of stuff, sometimes to make a little bit shittering therein. So this is what I use for the body. I make a loop and then I put this one in. This is easier, and I put it in the loop, and then it's done in 1 second. Okay, so I set up my thread in front of the bead, and what I do is when I fill up the hook shank with tying thread, I just constantly measure with my bead if it fits in it. Okay, and still have to do more, and until it fits. No, still more. You can use a thicker thread if you want, and then it's easier done, but I'm used to it, this thread, so much. You see, now I turn it, that the volume of the tungsten bead is on top. So that means all the weight is here, so that also means that you fish actually the fly upside down. Now it's quite easy. Now I have to turn it just figure of 8 around it, and then make it tight like this. Very, very easy, very simple. Any way, any direction you can see, and now it's already tight. With the lead shot I had to make 50, and then I had to put some varnish on it and let them dry for a day, and then I could use them. So I usually make 50 just like this, ready. This is much more efficient. Okay, now I go to the back, all the way down. You see, I use quite a thick hook, and the reason is because the lead head caught unbelievable big fish. I got pacu 20 kilos with it. I got pike with it from 1 meter and 1 meter 10. I got carp from over 70 centimeter with it. So you need quite a strong hook, and I got really big rainbow trout and other species like Leonard trout in Mongolia and all this stuff. I cannot fish with it on salmon because because where I fish for Atlantic salmon it's not allowed to use weight in the flies. But last year in the northern part of Finland I used this fly for big grayling that I wanted to catch, and then the grayling disappeared because the aggressive pink salmon, they pushed them out of the holes, and I found the corridor and I found and caught the first pink with the lead head, and then we started to use with pink salmon flies. But to be true that the lead head worked, I do a few times I switch fly, turning back from a pink salmon fly to a lead head, and they keep taking the lead head. So the lead head is also working very well for pink salmon. Then we take a piece of flexi body. I like to take the green color. You see, this is a sheet what they usually use for kids to play with plastics on the car windows, and this is put on paper. You have to take the paper off, and then you can use it as a tag. So what I do is I just turn it around so the fluorescent part is underneath. Just tie it in, and then I rub probably usually 4 windings to make a nice little fluorescent tag. And this is the most productive one in number of fish that you catch, because the green color is fantastic. Then cut off the waste, and then I take a piece of natural gray hand cooked Leon feather. I strip it off. When I hold the feather in front of me, I strip off the left side all the way. You see, then I get up all the feathers here. So I actually have a little handle here, and I tie this in as a tail, whatever, like this. I use this as underbody, so that's not a big deal. And then I grab it here and I just tie this as I rub it as a hackle around. I don't worry how it goes, because I will tie the hackles backwards anyway. So when I think I have enough, then I stop. Okay, and then I secure it. Okay, like this. Put all the hackle fibers backwards. Okay, so that the hackle fibers pointing, I can use this as underbody. So, and then cut it away. See, and now you have a nice big tail. A lot of people are too afraid to use a big tail. In the past, my first lead heads, they were tied from a tail feather from a partridge, so they were quite long, and the fish really loved it, and the fly was designed for grayling. So imagine. So now I have all this shank part to filled up with dubbing. I think I take the natural color of hair mixed with a little bit of what do you call that, synthetic, so it flashes a little bit. I use quite a bit. Okay, and we see what's going on. Now I put some quite a bit of wax on it. I do my dubbing on it. I make a loop. Then I grab my I put it in like this, and then I hold it here. Okay, get it off. So I get a little bit tied up, and that's how I do my dubbing. So I don't use the copper dubbing twisters anymore. So go backwards, forward. What I want is to just fill it up. Okay, no, there's still more needed, so I will do it again. We go backwards like this, still on the body, and then I go over it again. So when it comes off, I still have another underbody. So another bit piece. There we go. Loop. Now I go in the front. Put it on. Okay, look at that, nice. This is perfect. Yeah, there we go. And then I fill it up that the tungsten bead hardly is visible. Tied it a little bit like this, and then yeah, I tie it up here, and I can tie it off here if I want, and I can tie it off in front of the, but now I can use my fingers in this case, and then I grab my there it is. I want to have it rough, very rough. So, and that's it. This is my famous lead head. If this fly doesn't work, I have a serious problem. But it works so well. I put a little bit of varnish here. So, and that's it.